So I've been hearing about this Boxable that Elon has or is involved with or something like that, right? But never came across any video until today. And lo and behold, here you have it. So let's check it out.
So Elon Musk just purchased this foldable home for $50,000.
The Boxable rumor.
I do actually have a Boxable, yeah.
You do?
Some prototype Boxable that's down in South Texas.
Yep.
It's finally happening. The much-anticipated $10,000 house by Elon Musk is officially hitting the market.
A local startup says a box will change the way homes are built.
It's called Boxable.
So this home right here takes less than 1 hour to build. Let me explain how this works.
And it's set to revolutionize the future of affordable living.
That was a pretty big deal. There was Twitter and others engaged in active suppression of information that was relevant to the public.
Its foldable home in a box will cut costs for builders and home buyers.
Designed by Musk's company, this groundbreaking home is compact, energy efficient, and built with cutting-edge technology, redefining what's possible in sustainable housing.
Some of these conspiracy theories have turned out to be true.
Imagine owning a home that's not only affordable, but also sustainable, futuristic, and completely off the grid.
And takes an hour to build. Like, it don't get no better than that. What's the time frame now it takes to build a home? I've never had one built. Inquired about it though, and I think when I heard it, it's like, what, 12 months to it? Nobody be wanting to wait that long. You know how much can happen in that time span to make you go from saying, I want this home, to saying, you know what, now I can't do it. This done came up, life done hit me. With this, it's approved, show up, hour, gone, living, moving in. Like, that's a game changer.
A house that costs less than some high-end smartphones and redefines the very concept of modern living. What if we told you that this house isn't just a far-fetched dream, but it's about to hit the market, and it's all thanks to Elon Musk? That's right. The $10,000 house, developed by none other than Elon Musk's company Boxable, is set to revolutionize the housing industry as we know it. In this video, we'll dive deep into how Musk's ambitious project is finally coming to life, the technology behind these innovative homes, their potential impact on the housing market, and why this could be a game changer for millions of people worldwide. Chapter 1. The vision behind the $10,000 house. Elon Musk has never been one to shy away from tackling the world's biggest challenges, from electric cars and space exploration to renewable energy. Now he's turning his attention to one of the most fundamental human needs: shelter. The idea of a $10,000 house fits perfectly into Musk's broader vision of making life on Earth, and eventually other planets, more sustainable and affordable. The housing crisis has been a growing problem worldwide, with skyrocketing prices making homeownership a distant dream for many. Urban areas are struggling with overpopulation, homelessness is on the rise, and traditional construction methods are not only expensive, but also environmentally taxing. Musk's approach is to disrupt this traditional housing market the same way Tesla disrupted the automotive industry, with innovation, sustainability, and a focus on cost efficiency. The $10,000 house, often referred to as the Boxable Casita, is a compact modular home that can be assembled in a matter of hours. It's designed to be energy efficient, cost effective, and most importantly, accessible to the masses. Musk's goal is simple: to provide affordable, high-quality housing solutions that can be deployed anywhere, whether it's in a bustling city, a rural area, or even on Mars.
Bro, that thing look like it'll hold up better than some of these homes that are built and that are costing $200,000 and $300,000. It look like it'll stay heated better. Like, do you know the cost of replacing like an AC unit? It look energy efficient. What that screams to me, like, man, this sounds so good. Hey, man, this sounds good.
Chapter 2. The technology behind the $10,000 house. At the heart of this groundbreaking project is cutting-edge technology and engineering, The $10,000 house is not your average tiny home. It's a marvel of modern design and sustainability. Let's break down the key features that make this house so revolutionary. 1. Modular design. The $10,000 house is built using a modular design, which means that each unit is prefabricated in a factory and then transported to the site for assembly.
And they keep saying $10,000. I'm gonna have to fact check that, because that seems very, very cheap for what we just looked inside of. Like that's a very modern look on the inside, and I don't believe the $10,000 mark, so I'm gonna fact check that.
This drastically reduces construction time and costs, as well as the environmental footprint associated with traditional building methods. The modular nature also allows for easy customization, so homeowners can expand their living space by adding more modules as needed. 2. Foldable structure. One of the most innovative aspects of the $10,000 house is its foldable structure. The house arrives at the site in a compact form and unfolds into a fully functional living space within hours. This foldable design not only makes transportation easier, but also reduces shipping costs, making it feasible to deliver these homes to even the most remote locations. 3. Energy efficiency. Sustainability is a core principle of Musk's vision, and the 10,000 house is designed to be as energy efficient as possible. The homes come equipped with advanced insulation, energy-efficient windows, and a design that maximizes natural light, all of which help reduce energy consumption. Moreover, these houses are designed to be compatible with solar panels, allowing homeowners to generate their own electricity and potentially live off the grid.
I had a feeling they was gonna say that. You definitely just sold me. As soon as I heard solar panels, you sold me. The only time you probably have to do routine maintenance on solar panels. That's probably the most thing. Probably not as probably tedious or aggravating as an AC unit. And then the only time you got to worry about their prolonged periods without sun would probably be an ice age. And at that point, you're not going to survive it anyway. So it's worth it.
4. Smart home integration. In line with Musk's focus on technology, the $10,000 house is designed to be a smart home. It can be equipped with the latest smart home technology, including Tesla's Powerwall for energy storage, smart thermostats, lighting systems, and security features. This integration not only enhances the living experience, but also helps homeowners monitor and manage their energy usage more effectively. 5. Durability and safety. Despite its compact size and affordable price, the $10,000 house doesn't compromise on quality or safety. The homes are built using durable materials that are designed to withstand extreme weather conditions, including heavy rain, snow, and even hurricanes. The modular structure is engineered to meet or exceed building codes in most areas, ensuring that homeowners can feel safe and secure. Chapter 3. The journey to market. Bringing the $10,000 house to market has been a journey filled with challenges, innovation, and determination. The concept of affordable modular housing isn't new, but what sets this project apart is the scale and ambition behind it. Boxable, the company behind the $10,000 house, was founded with the goal of mass-producing homes that are not only affordable, but also high quality and sustainable. Elon Musk's involvement in the project has brought significant attention and resources, accelerating the development and production of these homes. Musk himself has been living in a prototype of the $10,000 house, which he set up near SpaceX's facilities in Texas. This not only demonstrates his commitment to the project, but also serves as a powerful endorsement of the product's viability and appeal. The journey to market hasn't been without its hurdles. From securing funding and scaling production to navigating regulatory challenges, the path to bringing the $10,000 house to consumers has required innovative solutions at every turn. However, with Musk's backing and Boxable's relentless pursuit of efficiency, the dream of affordable, sustainable housing is closer than ever to becoming a reality. Chapter 4. Impact on the housing market. The arrival of the $10,000 house on the market could have profound implications for the housing industry. For decades, the high cost of home ownership has been a barrier for many, contributing to issues like homelessness, housing insecurity, and economic inequality. The introduction of a truly affordable, high-quality home has the potential to disrupt the traditional housing market in several key ways. 1. Making home ownership accessible. One of the most
What's the interest rate right now? What, about 7%? 6-7% somewhere up in there. Probably got up towards about 8 or 9 at one point. Like, it's unaffordable, and then you gotta pay back almost 2 times the home in interest. It's like insane to even possibly think of how much money you gonna put out. And here you go, you got something upwards around 10 or whatever the official price of this thing is, and you could be a homeowner. And as you go up in salary, you can go up in home, meaning you can add on to it. Like, this is so revolutionary to me. The look, the style, the efficiency, everything about it. Like, this is perfect for people, bro.
immediate impacts of the $10,000 house is the potential to make home ownership accessible to a much broader segment of the population. For many, the dream of owning a home has been out of reach due to high prices and the financial burden of a mortgage. The $10,000 house offers a viable alternative, providing a path to home ownership that is both affordable and sustainable. 2. Reducing housing inequality. The housing crisis has disproportionately affected low-income individuals and families who often struggle to find safe, affordable housing. The 10,000 house could play a crucial role in addressing this issue by providing a cost-effective solution that can be deployed in urban and rural areas alike. By reducing the financial barriers to housing, the $10,000 house has the potential to reduce housing inequality and improve quality of life for millions. 3. Disrupting traditional real estate models. The $10,000 house challenges the traditional real estate model, which relies heavily on expensive, site-built homes. By offering a prefabricated, modular solution that can be assembled quickly and at a fraction of the cost, the $10,000 house could disrupt the conventional approach to home building. This could lead to increased competition, driving down prices, and encouraging innovation in the industry. 4. Environmental benefits. The environmental impact of traditional construction methods is significant, contributing to deforestation, energy consumption, and carbon emissions. The $10,000 house, with its focus on sustainability and energy efficiency, offers a greener alternative. By reducing the need for traditional building materials and minimizing waste, the $10,000 house could help reduce the environmental footprint of the housing industry. 5. Paving the way for future innovations. The $10,000 house is just the beginning. As the technology and production methods behind these homes continue to evolve, we can expect to see even more innovations in affordable, sustainable housing, whether it's through the development of larger modular homes, advancements in smart home technology, or new approaches to urban planning. The $10,000 house sets the stage for a future where high-quality housing is accessible to all. Chapter 5. Challenges and criticisms. While the $10,000 house is an exciting development with the potential to change the housing landscape, it's not without its challenges and criticisms. As with any disruptive innovation, there are hurdles to overcome and skeptics to win over. 1. Zoning and regulatory challenges. One of the biggest obstacles facing the $10,000 house is navigating the complex web of zoning laws and building codes that vary from one location to another. While the modular design of the house is meant to be adaptable, getting approval from local authorities can be a time-consuming and challenging process. Boxable and Musk will need to work closely with regulators to ensure that these homes can be legally deployed in a wide range of locations. 2. Public perception. Despite its many advantages, the $10,000 house faces the challenge of overcoming public perception. Some people may be skeptical of living in a modular home, associating it with temporary or low-quality housing. To succeed, Boxable and Musk will need to demonstrate that these homes offer the same level of comfort, durability, and desirability as traditional homes. 3. Scaling production. Meeting the expected demand for the $10,000 house will require significant scaling of production capabilities.
Okay, so basically you're saying it has to make sense. Okay, we get that part. It has to make sense. Of course, that goes without saying, you know? And especially for the ones who, let's just say you're a parent, right? And this mainly more so happens more so maybe in the South, or maybe it's because I live in the South, I see it as much. So I don't know. So if it's in other places a lot, then inform me. But in the South, a lot of people have acreage, you know? And think about that. When your kids grow up and go to college or move out or graduate from high school and don't go to college and different things like that, it's hard starting out. Could you imagine being able to allow one of them to take a half of acre or a quarter of an acre at the other end of your yard and throw a Boxable up and get themselves together and have a head start on getting out there instead of trying to go into so much debt? You know what I mean? Just throw a Boxable up there, out there, pay on that. You got a place to stay. It's fairly cheap. You ain't got to worry about the rents constantly going up on you and different things happening and all this type of stuff. It's just, I don't know, my brain worked different.
While Boxable has plans to ramp up production, there are logistical challenges associated with manufacturing, transporting, and assembling thousands of units. Ensuring that production can keep pace with demand without compromising quality will be a key factor in the project's success. 4. Competition. As the $10,000 house gains traction, it's likely that other companies will enter the market with their own versions of affordable modular homes. While competition can drive innovation and reduce prices, it also means that Boxable and Musk will need to continually improve their product to stay ahead of the curve. Chapter 6. The future of the $10,000 house. The $10,000 house is more than just a product. It's a symbol of what's possible when technology, innovation, and a bold vision come together. As the first units hit the market, the world will be watching to see how this ambitious project unfolds. Looking ahead, the potential applications of the $10,000 house are vast. In addition to providing affordable housing for individuals and families, these homes could be used in disaster relief efforts, temporary housing for refugees, or even as living quarters for astronauts on Mars. The modular, adaptable design makes it possible to reimagine how we think about housing and living spaces. Moreover, the $10,000 house could inspire a new wave of innovation in the housing industry. As other companies and entrepreneurs take note of the success of Boxable and Musk's project, we could see a proliferation of new ideas and technologies aimed at making housing more affordable, sustainable, and accessible. Chapter 7. How to get your own $10,000 house. If you're interested in owning one of these revolutionary homes, you're not alone. Demand for the $10,000 house is expected to be high, and Boxable has already received thousands of inquiries from potential buyers. Here's a step-by-step guide on how you can get your own $10,000 house. 1. Stay updated. Keep an eye on Boxable's official website and social media channels for updates on availability, pricing, and the ordering process. As the company ramps up production, they'll be releasing more information on how and when you can place an order. 2. Pre-order. Boxable may offer a pre-order system, allowing interested buyers to reserve their homes in advance. Be prepared to place a deposit or join a waiting list, as demand is expected to exceed initial supply. 3. Check local regulations. Before placing an order, make sure to check local zoning laws and building codes in your area. While the $10,000 house is designed to be adaptable, it's important to ensure that it complies with local regulations. 4. Prepare your site. Once you've secured your $10,000 house, you'll need to prepare your site for assembly. This may involve obtaining permits, laying a foundation, and ensuring that utilities like water, electricity, and sewage are in place. 5. Assembly and customization. After your house is delivered, it will be assembled on-site, usually within a matter of hours. Depending on your needs and preferences, you can customize your home with additional modules, solar panels, and other features. The introduction of the $10,000 house isn't just a groundbreaking development in the real estate sector. It has far-reaching implications for society at large. From addressing the global housing crisis to influencing urban planning and community development, this innovative home could spark significant changes in how we live and interact with our environments. Let's explore some of these broader societal impacts. 1. Addressing global housing shortages. Around the world, millions of people are living in inadequate housing conditions, or worse, lacking stable shelter altogether. The $10,000 house offers a potential solution to this crisis by providing a low-cost, high-quality alternative to traditional housing. By making homeownership accessible to a wider range of people, this new model could help alleviate some of the most pressing housing shortages. In developing countries, where affordable housing is often scarce, the $10,000 house could make a profound difference. Governments and nonprofits could use these homes to provide stable living conditions for low-income families, improve living standards in impoverished regions, and support disaster relief efforts. This could not only improve quality of life, but also contribute to economic development by creating jobs and boosting local economies. 2. Shaping the future of urban planning. As cities continue to grow and populations expand, urban planning becomes increasingly critical. The $10,000 house has the potential to influence urban planning strategies by offering a modular, scalable housing solution that can adapt to various needs and environments. Affordable housing in urban areas. In densely populated urban areas where space is limited and housing costs are high, the $10,000 house could provide a viable solution for affordable housing. Its compact design and quick assembly make it suitable for infill development, building new structures on vacant or underutilized land within existing urban areas.
Now, I get what they mean. It is going to require some regulations because we we have a tendency to just make things much worse. Something that was supposed to be a solution to a problem, we turn it into a problem, right? These things will be stacked in places you're like, that shouldn't be there. Why are they? So it needs regulations. Absolutely. I agree with that. And if that's the hold up, cool. Take your time, make sure it's done right. So it's presented right. And this is the areas that you can do it in. And it's all right. It's all right. Because the worst thing you want to see is just these things just stacked up by each other. People mad. And now you having all these town hall meetings and just another problem and issue that's presented itself that's then caused us to hate one another. We don't need that.
This could help address the shortage of affordable housing in cities and reduce the need for sprawling suburban developments. Rural and remote areas. For rural and remote areas where traditional construction methods may be impractical or prohibitively expensive, the $10,000 house offers an efficient alternative. Its ability to be transported and assembled quickly makes it ideal for locations with limited infrastructure. Additionally, its energy-efficient features and compatibility with renewable energy sources align well with the needs of remote communities that may not have access to reliable power grids. 3. Promoting sustainable living. Sustainability is at the core of the $10,000 house's design, and its impact extends beyond individual homeowners to influence broader environmental practices. By prioritizing energy efficiency, using durable and recyclable materials, and incorporating renewable energy options, the $10,000 house sets a new standard for eco-friendly construction. Reducing environmental footprint. Traditional construction methods often involve significant environmental impact, including resource extraction, waste production, and energy consumption. The modular design and prefabrication of the $10,000 house reduce these impacts by minimizing on-site construction activities and utilizing efficient manufacturing processes. The house's energy-efficient features, such as advanced insulation and solar panel compatibility, further reduce its environmental footprint. Inspiring sustainable innovation. The success of the $10,000 house could inspire other industries to adopt similar sustainable practices.
What that sound like to y'all? Sound like the EV car situation, right? Nobody was really thinking about EVs like that, electric vehicles, and then all of a sudden now I get an alert today. What was it? I want to look because I want to make sure I say who said it right. But it's in my phone because I just got the alert today. Elon Musk, blah, blah, blah. Tesla, Nvidia, no, Biden, Feds, oil, Bostic, US, Jolts, Biden, Nvidia. Dang, I know I saw that today because they were talking about, oh, here it goes. Volvo cars scraps target to go fully electric, right? And it says Volvo cars 90 to 100%. Really? I hate when your phone does that. Hold on. Let me go back to it. Hold on. Where is it at? Volvo. I'll go back to it again. It said Volvo cars 90 to 100% of sales by 2030 to be electrified cars. This is from Bloomberg. 90 to 100% of sales by 2030 to be electrified cars. So everybody got on board really quick. Really quick. I also want to look up Boxable. I'm going to look up Boxable.
From materials science to construction technology, the principles demonstrated by this project could drive innovation across various sectors, encouraging the development of more eco-friendly products and processes. 4. Enhancing community resilience. Community resilience, the ability to withstand and recover from disruptions, is crucial in today's rapidly changing world. The $10,000 house contributes to community resilience in several ways: disaster relief and recovery. In areas of
I like that too. Disaster relief is extremely important. Do you know, coming from somebody who worked in that field where at the fire department had to deal with Red Cross, and when we dealt with Red Cross, people be out of their homes. And you know what that would do for somebody who just lost everything? And I'm looking at the prices for some of these, man. They say starting at $60,000. So I'm gonna have to dig into it some more, but it says starting at $60,000. Price is subject to change. So maybe this resource here has some insight and talking about something that we don't know, but I'm seeing $60,000, so I don't know.
affected by natural disasters, the $10,000 house can provide a rapid, cost-effective solution for temporary or permanent housing. Its foldable and modular design allows for quick deployment, offering immediate shelter to those displaced by disasters. Additionally, its durability and energy efficiency make it a suitable option for rebuilding efforts, helping communities recover more quickly and sustainably. Affordable housing for at-risk populations. Communities facing economic challenges or housing instability can benefit from the $10,000 house's affordability and accessibility. By providing a stable, high-quality housing option for vulnerable populations, this innovation helps strengthen community resilience and supports social stability. 5. Influencing housing policy and regulation. The introduction of the $10,000 house could prompt changes in housing policy and regulation. As governments and policymakers recognize the benefits of affordable, modular housing, there may be a shift toward more supportive regulations and incentives for similar projects. Advocating for modular housing. The success of the $10,000 house could lead to increased acceptance of modular housing solutions within regulatory frameworks. Governments may introduce policies that facilitate the deployment of modular homes, streamline permitting processes, and offer incentives for sustainable construction practices. Revising building codes. As modular and prefabricated housing become more prevalent, building codes may need to be updated to accommodate new construction methods and materials. This could involve revising standards to ensure the safety and quality of modular homes, while supporting innovation and cost efficiency. Chapter 9. Real-world applications and success stories. As the $10,000 house begins to make its way into the market, real-world applications and success stories will provide valuable insights into its impact and effectiveness. Let's explore some potential scenarios and examples where the $10,000 house could make a significant difference. 1. Affordable housing projects. In cities where housing affordability is a pressing issue, the $10,000 house could be used in large-scale affordable housing projects. For example, urban developers and housing authorities could partner with Boxable to create affordable housing complexes that address the needs of low-income families. These projects could include a mix of single-family units, multifamily buildings, and community spaces, all built using the $10,000 house model. Case study: a city's affordable housing initiative. In a hypothetical city with a severe housing crisis, local government officials partner with Boxable to implement an affordable housing initiative. By using $10,000 houses, the city is able to quickly deploy hundreds of homes in previously underserved areas, providing affordable housing for thousands of residents. The project not only addresses immediate housing needs, but also stimulates local economic development through job creation and increased investment in the community. 2. Disaster relief efforts. The $10,000 house's modular and durable design makes it an ideal solution for disaster relief efforts. In the aftermath of natural disasters such as hurricanes, earthquakes, or wildfires, these homes could be rapidly deployed to provide temporary or permanent shelter for displaced individuals and families. Case study: post-hurricane relief. Following a devastating hurricane, a region's housing infrastructure is severely damaged. In response, humanitarian organizations and government agencies collaborate with Boxable to deploy $10,000 houses to affected areas. These homes are quickly assembled to provide safe and comfortable shelter for those affected by the disaster. The modular design allows for easy relocation and reconfiguration as rebuilding efforts progress. 3. Rural and remote communities. For rural and remote communities that face challenges related to housing affordability and infrastructure, the $10,000 house offers a practical and efficient solution. The ability to transport and assemble these homes quickly makes them suitable for areas with limited access to construction resources and services. Case study: Rural Housing Initiative. In a remote region with limited housing options, a local nonprofit organization partners with Boxable to provide affordable housing solutions. The $10,000 house is used to create a new community of modular homes, offering residents improved living conditions and access to modern amenities. The project also includes training for local residents in assembly and maintenance, empowering them to participate in the housing solution. 4. Innovative housing solutions for emerging markets. In emerging markets where rapid urbanization is occurring, the $10,000 house could be an effective solution for meeting the growing demand for housing. By offering a scalable and cost-effective option, this model can help address the challenges of urban growth and infrastructure development. Case study: urban expansion in a developing country. In a developing country experiencing rapid urban expansion, the $10,000 house is introduced as a solution to the housing shortage. The modular homes are used to create new residential neighborhoods, providing affordable housing for urban migrants and low-income families.
And the reason why I like that, imagine you've always wanted to live somewhere, but it's so expensive to live there. Having this ability to maybe go buy a little area, piece of land or something, however you have to go about doing it, may make it feasible or more attainable for you to live in that state or that city that you've always wanted to live in without interrupting their flow and their housing and their, you know what I mean, their property values. There's an area you can go live in and still enjoy everything you wanted to enjoy about that city, the nightlife and different things. You may just live on this end of the city where the Boxable homes are instead of this end of the city, but you're still in the city and able to go and enjoy it. Like, if that's the case, then this would be pretty much what trailers were intended to do. Trailer homes and trailer parks. But we got to be honest, trailer parks got out of control too. And they were just left for dead. Nobody cared about them. They became an eyesore. So that's one of the things you think about. You're like, you don't want it to get to that point to where people don't, it's a total eyesore. People don't want to move by, drive past them. And they bring the values down and nobody regulates them or does anything about it. And that's not to say anybody negative about somebody who lives in a trailer, because there are some very, very nice trailers out there. Very nice ones. Good people who live in them. But we all know the ones who just don't care and are an eyesore.
The project also includes infrastructure improvements, such as roads and utilities, to support the new communities. Chapter 10. The Future of Affordable Housing. As we look to the future, the $10,000 house represents a significant step towards solving some of the most pressing challenges in housing. Its innovative design, affordability, and sustainability make it a promising model for addressing the global housing crisis and reshaping how we think about home ownership. 1. Scaling the model. The success of the $10,000 house could pave the way for scaling this model to meet the growing demand for affordable housing. As production capabilities expand and technology continues to evolve, we may see even more advancements in modular and prefabricated housing. This could include larger homes, more customization options, and further improvements in energy efficiency and sustainability. 2. Influencing housing policy and industry trends. The introduction of the $10,000 house could have a lasting impact on housing policy and industry trends. As governments and developers recognize the benefits of this model, there may be increased support for similar initiatives, including incentives for affordable and sustainable housing. This could lead to a broader shift in how housing is developed and regulated, with a focus on cost efficiency and innovation. 3. Driving technological advancements. The 10,000 house is just one example of how technology can drive advancements in housing. As the housing industry continues to evolve, we can expect to see further innovations in construction materials, building techniques, and smart home technology. These advancements will contribute to creating more affordable, sustainable, and efficient living solutions. 4. Expanding to new markets. The success of the $10,000 house in various markets could lead to its expansion into new regions and applications. From urban centers to remote villages, the versatility of modular housing makes it suitable for a wide range of environments. As more people experience the benefits of this innovative model, its impact on global housing solutions will continue to grow. Conclusion: a new era of housing. The $10,000 house represents a bold and transformative vision for the future of housing. By combining affordability, sustainability, and innovation, this groundbreaking project has the potential to address some of the most pressing challenges in the housing sector. As the first units hit the market and real-world applications unfold, the world will be watching closely to see how this revolutionary model shapes the future of home ownership. Whether you're a prospective homeowner, a housing industry professional, or simply interested in the latest advancements in technology and design, the $10,000 house offers a glimpse into a future where high-quality, affordable housing is within reach for everyone.
This may be an odd question, but what about like the bathroom situation? How does that work? The plumbing and sewage and stuff like that. That's one question I would have.
As we move forward, one thing is clear. The $10,000 house is more than just a product. It's a symbol of what's possible when innovation meets ambition, and a testament to the potential for positive change in the world. At the time of publication, SpaceX and Tesla CEO has a net worth of $208.4 billion, according to Forbes, thanks to his advancement of electric cars and space exploration. But despite it all, Musk now resides in a tiny house with very few bells and whistles, selling his 7 former mansions. Taking to Twitter, now known as X, in 2020, Musk vowed, I am selling almost all physical possessions, will own no house, and promptly went on to list his 7 California properties. When one of his followers asked why, he had a one-word answer: freedom. Combined, the asking prices for the 7 homes was over $100 million. 6 of Elon Musk's houses were in the Los Angeles region. The first was a 16,251 square foot home with 6 bedrooms and 11 bathrooms. The palatial estate was built in 1990 in an architectural style reminiscent of a French chateau and featured a 2-story library, wine cellar, tennis court, pool, and home theater. The home sold for a staggering $29 million, according to Zillow. Property number 2 was a low-slung white-shingled house that was once the home of actor Gene Wilder. The 2,800 square foot home had 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and decades of rich Hollywood history. Jordan Walker Perlman, the nephew of Wilder, had once thought the home had been demolished until a drive through the neighborhood with his wife showed him otherwise. About a year later, a friend sent Walker Perlman a screenshot of Musk's tweet stating he would sell his home. Musk sold the historic house back to the late actor's family for $7 million with one stipulation: that the property be preserved. Per Musk's tweet, it cannot be torn down or lose any of its soul. The final 4 Los Angeles properties were all a stone's throw away from each other in Bel Air, with 3 being on the same road. According to the Wall Street Journal, the first was a 6-bedroom, 7,000 square foot house that was originally built in 1954. The second was a modest ranch house on an adjacent street. The third was a large, unfinished contemporary home 3 doors down, and the fourth was a white brick colonial next to that. While the parcels were 4 separate homes, they were listed together on Zillow with a price of $62.5 million and sold to developer Artie Tavangarian, owner of Arya Group. The group made a statement saying they plan to redevelop the properties into a new single development project to make it truly one of a kind, according to Mansion Global. The final property Musk sold was a 16,000 square foot mansion in Hillsborough, California, an affluent area in Silicon Valley. The Mediterranean-style residence, also known as Guigne Court, sat on more than 47 acres of land and boasts 7 bedrooms, 9.5 bathrooms, a professional-grade kitchen, a library with leather walls, its own reservoir, and far-reaching views of the San Francisco Bay Area and skyline, according to Maison Global, not to mention a ballroom with 20-foot ceilings featuring crown moldings, complete with gold leaf detail. The home sold for $40.8 million in 2021. Where does Elon Musk live now? The billionaire's primary residence is a compact $50,000 tiny home in Boca Chica, Texas, where his SpaceX headquarters are located. A recent report by fan blog Teslarati and the New York Post reveals that the home is actually a foldable 20-foot by 20-foot prefabricated home made by Boxable, a housing startup company. The Boxable Casita home Musk reportedly lives in is set up like a studio apartment, with one large room partitioned into a living room and bedroom area, a fully equipped kitchen, and a bathroom with a tub shower, according to Cron.com. Though this has yet to be officially confirmed, the company hinted in a promotional video that one of the casitas was installed for a top-secret customer. Musk's biographer Walter Isaacson shared a post on social media giving a rare inside look at the home. The house appears minimal, uncluttered, and simple, especially in comparison to Musk's former properties. The caption read, "In 2020, Musk decided to sell his 5-grand houses and to have as his primary residence be this Spartan 2-bedroom house in Boca Chica, TX, where we would meet and he would sit at this wood table and make phone calls." With plans to spend more time in space than Earth, it comes as no surprise that Musk downsized and shed most personal possessions.
Yeah, that makes me think he's pretty much on his way off of this planet. It gotta be. Like, he's planning to leave us behind. Not saying that he ain't gonna give us the opportunity to go with us, but just basically saying that even if y'all don't decide to go, I'm still going. He's out of here. And I didn't believe it. Like, I believed it, but now more so than ever, I believe it. Just seeing and hearing this, how much he's downsized, everything. Yeah, he's out. He's living close to his headquarters now too. Yeah, he's gone.
Though tiny homes have become more popular than traditional family homes, the question remains: what made someone as wealthy as him purchase a tiny home? Well, according to Insider, Musk primarily uses it as a guest house. He decided to invest in a property in Boca Chica Village, located in South Texas, in close proximity to SpaceX's launch site. The property is 375 square feet and was created by Boxable, a Las Vegas startup company. A prefabricated or prefab home is a tiny pre-built manufactured off-site and transported to its final location on the homeowner's property. The affordable and efficient tiny houses are typically less than 400 square feet and are designed based on functionality. With a 100,000 unit wait list, these stylish and modern homes have grown to be popular. So popular that they've caught the eye of one of the richest men in the world. Musk is dedicated to combating climate change, which may further explain why he purchased a unit. Boxable created the casita, which includes a bathroom, bedroom, living room, and kitchen that is low impact to the environment and energy efficient. These modular homes are foldable and can be assembled in under an hour, emphasizing the speed of construction. They're cost-effective, customizable with more than one floor plan, and built to last. They're also safe for the owner and the environment. Design. Musk's house's sleek exterior design features long-lasting, high-quality walls that are made to withstand harsh weather conditions and maintain its appearance. You can see the glass floor-to-ceiling doors that double as windows, making the design extremely modern and allowing natural light to seep through. When it comes to the interior, it's equally impressive. Even though the space is shy of 400 square feet, each square foot is being maximized with smart storage solutions. The open, customizable floor plan creates a welcoming environment with a cozy design, allowing any guest that stays to feel at home. Bedroom. With built-in storage, this sleeping area also comes with a foldable Murphy bed that can sleep 2 people. It folds against the wall when it's not in use to preserve space and open up the bedroom area for other uses. The built-in storage is the perfect separator from the bedroom and living room, creating privacy. The storage space is big enough to hold clothing or other personal items. Dining and kitchen area. The studio apartment-like home comes fully furnished with brand new appliances. The kitchen features dual sinks, an oven, a dishwasher, a faucet, a microwave, and a refrigerator. The area also includes a mini dining table that connects with the countertop along with bar stool seating, making it easy to enjoy home-cooked meals. Living area. This multifunctional area was designed for more than just a living room. It includes a comfy sofa that doubles as a pull-out bed for accommodating more than one guest. And it also has an entertainment area with a mounted TV. Bathroom. You can assume the size of the bathroom in this tiny house is compact and closed in. And you're right. Contrary to popular belief, though, it has everything you would have in a standard bathroom. It includes a modern toilet, full shower, and sink. All amenities are strategically structured to fit in a small space while being functional and comfortable. Boxable's identity doesn't just center on interest from Musk. The company's short history spans back to 2017, when the Las Vegas team decided to create its tiny homes after it saw a huge opportunity to transition building construction worldwide into the factory assembly line. Just like any other everyday product, Tiramani told Business Insider in a 2021 interview. Yeah, there's a number of reasons why housing hasn't really worked in the factory yet, so we've gone through it and solved all those problems, he said. According to Tiramani, other prefab home makers struggle with one glaring issue: shipping logistics. But unlike other prefab homes, the casitas can be folded down from 20 feet to about 1 to 2 feet while being transported on a truck or towed by a pickup truck. Shipping, however, could still cost $2 to $10 a mile from the company's Las Vegas headquarters. But if the customer is willing to pay more for shipping, The homes can also be sent overseas or by rail. Almost all of the Casitas finishes, such as the kitchen, bathroom, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC, are completed in the factory before it's shipped out. So when the Casita arrives at its final destination, the home just needs to be unfolded, which takes a few hours, and then attached to its foundation and utilities before it's move-in ready. The 19.5-foot by 19.5-foot buildings can also be stacked and connected to create larger buildings. But if you're just looking for a bigger prefab home, wait a bit. Tiramani says the company still plans to release larger units, and instead of the classic lumber, hammer, and nails construction method, the Casitas are built using steel, concrete, foam insulation, and laminated paneling. This means the tiny homes are strong enough to withstand hurricane winds, mold-resistant, and flood and snow tolerant. But starting out with a trendy, cool, and popular tiny homes was strategic since it's hooked the eyes of more customers, Boxable's founder says. But Boxable isn't popular just because of its tiny homes. The time, cost, and labor-efficient nature of creating homes in factories amid our housing shortage have been pushing more attention onto prefabrication, whether it be the Casita or other factory-built homes, like 3D printed units. The Casita has attracted more people than just tiny home enthusiasts and Elon Musk. The demand for housing is so incredibly massive, there's shortages everywhere and no one can build fast enough, Tiramani said. It's great for us to know that so many people are interested in this product. Boxable has a wait list of 120,000 customers, and over 5,000 customers have already put down a deposit. And many of these future clients, such as bigger companies, want more than one unit. So the real demand for this initial product is incredibly massive, Tiramani said. The wait list stands at around 100,000 people, but Boxable says those people are interested in at least 1 million Casitas. And the company doesn't attribute all of this popularity to the Musk rumors. With the help of influencer and social media marketing, the Las Vegas business already had a wait list of 40,000 people before it started receiving attention from Musk fans in 2021. But its wait list then jumped to 47,000 people when the SpaceX rumors broke. That's over $1 billion worth of reserved Casitas, according to Boxable. The target audience heard about this beforehand, and then the Musk press brought in general audience interest. Maybe someone who didn't care about housing, Tiramani said. The company has built at least 200 tiny homes so far. In 2021, it moved into a 170,000 square foot factory with the hopes of producing a Casita every 90 minutes, or about 3,600 units a year, by the end of 2022, with the help of an automated and standardized process. To compare, a typical single-family home can take an average of 7 months to build, according to Boxable. A second factory is up and running now as well, the company said. Boxable already has a $10 million government contract for military housing. It has already built the 156 houses ordered by the Department of Defense. When you think of Elon Musk, you probably picture cutting-edge technology, space exploration, and futuristic concepts that push the boundaries of what's possible. But what if I told you that the billionaire entrepreneur, who has revolutionized industries with companies like Tesla and SpaceX, has chosen to live in a $50,000 tiny home? Yes, you heard that right.